Alright, so look, like, the Metacritic scores are out, the reviews are hitting, the Metroid Prime 4 reviews are out. I just have some quick thoughts on all this because obviously everyone's talking about it right now, and we can see what the score is right now. It's at an 81. It was at a 79. Like Other M, the worst game ever made, somehow is only 2. How does Other M have such a high score is actually the problem here. It's not that Prime 4's score is low, it's that Other M score is way too high. It should be like a 39, 29 max. But here are my thoughts on this overall, right? So hear me out. Number one, Metroid Prime 4 was always going to be a divisive game, okay? The last proper Metroid Prime game that came out was almost 20 years ago, okay? Almost 20 years ago. Many people playing this game weren't even born at that point, okay? The genre itself, the FPS genre, is different. It's dominated these days by live service or free-to-play games. It's dominated by, like, Fortnites, by CODs, by Battlefields. We have extraction shooters now. The genre is so different. And the non-traditional type of FPS game that Prime is really not that uncommon anymore. Like back in the 2000s, it was like experimental, it was different. Now, the slower, more casual, the more introspective type of FPS game is honestly not super uncommon. So I would even say Metroid Prime is offering something now that isn't in super high demand or maybe as interesting as it was 20 years ago. The stuff like new NPCs and talking NPCs and the motorcycle and all that kind of stuff, I think personally are natural evolutions of an FPS game like this. Having more NPCs to interact with and having vehicles and vehicle combat, that's all natural evolutions of an FPS game personally, but it comes down to execution, not just the approach. Also, personally, I think the game would have been received way better if it had multiplayer. I understand, like, the gamer's restarted, the budget is high, there hasn't been a new one in so long, they want to just make a good single-player campaign Metroid game. I get it, but the Switches, like the Switch and the Switch 2, but especially the Switch, I think if you look at the top 10 best-selling Switch games, 7 of them or 8 of them have multiplayer. They're multiplayer focused. They're Mario Kart, they're Animal Crossing, they're Pokemon, they're Mario Party. You know, they have a multiplayer aspect to it. It's not just a single player experience. Personally, I think it was a huge missed opportunity for Prime 4 to not have multiplayer, especially when they introduced mouse controls, which have been so sick for multiplayer. That all said, we still don't have player reviews yet. We can't just leave it up to Metacritic. Right? An 81 is not a bad score. It's green. It's in the 80s. I think it's going to go up from here. But the players, we still haven't played it yet. So, like, I think everyone needs to chill out. It can't be worse than Other M. It just can't, okay? Other M's score is just way too high. Ultimately, I'm still excited for the game. I think the reaction makes sense to me. I think, you know, to assume that, like, this game is going to be in the 90s, whatever, unless it was, like, the perfect game, like, I think it was a little crazy. But I also think, ultimately, people are going to enjoy it. I'm still looking forward to it, you know? I'm still looking forward to it, and I think it was always going to be divisive, but it's still going to be a game for many of us Metroid fans, as well as new players. So, I'm excited. I think people need to chill out, but also have your opinions. I'm not saying don't have your opinions. I'm not trying to dissuade people from not feeling the way they might feel about the game. That's not what I want to do. I just want to kind of put it all into context real quick with my thoughts and be like, look, like, these are all these different factors that are going to Metroid Prime 4 and its reception, and this is why I think this way. So I'm still excited. The 4th is almost here. I can't wait for it. So we'll see how it goes.